Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming through this evening. I've got a lovely crowd tonight. They actually greeted me. Some nights we'll have 100 people and they all look at you. So it's lovely to have you here with me this evening and greeting me. Thank you very much. Welcome to all of you who've tuned in live from around the country this evening. We're going to be looking, as we do every Thursday night, at DuePoint. The next 40 minutes or so, I'm going to talk you through what we do here, and I hope that by the end of it, you'll understand why we are as passionate about it as we are. To start with, DuePoint is a division of Constantia Insurance Company Limited. That's important to note. If you haven't heard of DuePoint, you're going to start to understand why through the course of this presentation. Firstly, we're a division of Constantia. Constantia is a listed and licensed life and short-term insurance company. You can find us on the JSC's website under Conduit Capital, and we are one of the few insurance companies in South Africa that have as many licenses as we do. We were first founded in 1952, so we're 66 years old this year. That makes us nearly 7 decades old. This is not a new business. For many people, they hear DuePoint, they haven't heard of us before, and they go, it must be something new. We're not new. This is a long-standing financial services company in the South African context, and we're homegrown South African. So we want you to have a sense of confidence about who you're dealing with here this evening. We're here as just one of our FSP licenses. We are, of course, an authorized and registered financial services provider. Go do the research you need to do. Jump onto the FSCA's website, look up our licenses, and know who we are. We are, of course, as I say, also a real company made up of real people that you can actually find. I mean, so often of late, we have been seeing these businesses that come up out of nowhere, promise you riches and fame and fortune, and you can't even see who the people are behind them. Well, here, anytime, Monday through Saturday, if you're in Joburg, you can come through to our offices here. You can see they're all quite real. Quite real. I'm quite real. These people are quite real. They even greeted me. So if they're cardboard cutouts tonight, the cardboard cutouts greeted me. Okay, quite a real business. Come and get to know us. I know many people don't trust the camera. I don't really know why, but because there's so much bad stuff in South Africa, perhaps that's why. But I can assure you that what you're seeing through the camera is quite real. Come and visit us and understand and trust in us and in what we are doing. So what is it that we do here at DuePoint? Well, we have two objectives. Our primary objective is to create wealth in the hands of South Africans. We do not create cash. Cash is what you get when you sell something. We're not in the business of selling things here at DuePoint. When you sell pots and pans and stuff, then you make cash in the transaction. That cash is gone the moment the transaction is done, and it means that your financial circumstances are never permanently changed. At DuePoint, our objective is to permanently change the financial circumstances of all South Africans by creating for them wealth. Now, what is wealth? Wealth is a recurring, steadfast, reliable income that comes in every single month. With wealth, you're able to start changing your financial circumstances, not with cash transactions. And so we created this tool, and this tool that we've created here at DuePoint, we also hope puts you back in the position to start controlling your circumstances. Right now, we do not control our circumstances. Your income is controlled by somebody else. You know that. Nobody here has the power to change their income. You've got to go and ask your boss. You've got to ask a remuneration committee. And generally, you know the answer would be no. You get your 3 to 4 to 10% raises every year, and that's it. You don't have a say in it. No control. And simultaneously, we have no control over what is happening in our economy. Every night, I'd say, and at every presentation, I say that there's been 5 petrol price increases this year, and there has been a VAT increase all in the first 8 months of this year. None of us had a vote on it. But interestingly enough, this evening, a very dear friend of mine called me up and asked me, he said, Brendan, what is happening with the crash in the rand? Okay. Now, again, I mean, I've got speculation and theories, but again, it's an example again of something we have no control over. You and me. There are those out there that could potentially control it, but you and me have no control over it. And it all affects our financial position. Things get more expensive. The actual rands we earn are not worth as much as they were at the beginning of this year. And there was an article out 2 weeks ago where they said that the average South African is taking home less now than they did 17 years ago. So you might take home 20,000 Rand now, whereas you're only taking 2,000 Rand home 20 years ago, but the 2,000 Rand was worth more than the 20 years today. That's how frightening it is. Our hope is that our tool puts you back in control. You can unplug yourselves from debt and uncertainty with the use of the DuePoint tool. Our secondary objective here is we want to get you guys plugged back into the financial services sector. It is massively regulated, which means that most South Africans are not involved in it and cannot get involved in it. And we believe that through our process, we have opened the window to let people, average South Africans, back into what is one of the biggest sectors in our economy. economy. With those two objectives together, we created what we call the DuePoint system. The DuePoint system allows you as an individual to contract with us as a wealth engineer. As a wealth engineer, you're given one task. It is not selling, it is not advertising, it's not marketing, it's not advising. It's a simple task of connecting people to us. If you can keep connecting people to us, you allow us to expand our market. And as an insurance company, we're then able to sell more products, create greater revenue, and from that greater revenue, we're able to create an extra recurring income for you. Proper wealth. As I said, we don't sell goodies. Goodies are dictated to by your circumstances. In some months you're healthy, you can sell the goodies. That's great. The next month you're now sick. You can't sell anymore. There's no income. You have the other problem as well, is that when you sell the pot to your friend, the next month they don't want to buy the same pot again. I don't know if you've tried that. It's very difficult to sell the same pot twice to the same person. That's not what we do here. We use lifestyle and financial services products here. They run on automatic debit order systems, and no matter where you are in any given month, those debit orders raise, and when they raise, your income comes in reliably on a basis you can forecast, and one that we hope will change your financial circumstances permanently. We have also designed the system to allow you to buy time back too. People always say to us, but Brendan, we don't have time. No one in South Africa has time. Look at all of us. It's a Thursday night. Where are we? At a business, discussion. I wanted to say conference, but it's not a conference, a business discussion. We're all busy all the time trying to survive. Now, what we do here at DuePoint, not only do we create financial freedom, but we buy time back. We buy your time back. This system that we utilize uses some old-fashioned techniques to allow you to leverage others in creating time for yourself. In doing so, you form teams. We call them channels here. The teams create income for you on a 24-hour-a-day basis. It means you are not locked into your 8 hours a day anymore. You are now free to use every hour in the day to create wealth here at DuePoint. This is not employment. You're not employed by us. You are independent of us, and you're able to use this tool as and when you want. Folks, you get to use the tool as well at no cost. There is no cost for using the DuePoint system. We don't have a starter kit you have to buy or a starter manual you have to buy. There's no starter fee that you have to pay. And there's no monthly fees or application form fees that you pay. By simply being a product owner at DuePoint, you're automatically a wealth engineer at no additional cost on top of that product. Everybody in South Africa can be a wealth engineer because you're not selling. You're not brokers, you're not agents, you're not intermediaries, you don't give advice, you don't recommend, you don't compare, you don't convince, that's the other one. Convince, how do I convince people? No, you don't convince anyone at DuePoint because you do none of those tasks. You simply just connect people to us. You don't need any qualifications. You don't need any specific experience in this. You just got to be able to connect people to us. So everybody can be a wealth engineer at DuePoint, and everybody can therefore start building a proper asset. An asset is something that rewards you every month. It creates income for you every month. An asset is also something you can price and sell. At DuePoint, your channels can be priced and you can sell them. And ultimately, when you pass away one day, your channel and its earnings will be automatically passed on to your children, and they will earn what you created during your lifetime. See, we're a generational insurance company. We've been around for 70 years, just about. We're not thinking about just now. We're trying to work out how to create an economic change in South Africa. If we're going to create an economic change, we've got to think generationally. These assets will be passed on to your children and later on to their children, creating wealth between generations as well. We've also designed the system so that it is something you can be proud of and that is very convenient to you. We understand the natural stigmas towards direct selling. That's why we've eradicated them here. No selling, no products that you have to be lugging around or getting from our storerooms and keeping in your fridges, and no presenting. There's only two people in DuePoint who do the presentations. It's Rob and me, and we utilize our technology to be in your pockets 24 hours a day. This means that anywhere in the country, any time of the day, you're always one click away from having us do the presentation for you. This is a system you can be proud of in every aspect. And the more you get to know us, the more you'll understand the truth behind that. Folks, we leave you with that one task. just connect people to us. How do you do it? Well, there's 4 ways that we give you to do it. Firstly, if you struggle with the cost of data, and this is an online business, you go and you buy one of our USB sticks. It's 170 Rand once off. That USB stick will plug into a TV or a computer, and it's got our presentation on. You're 1 click away any time of the day from having us present the presentation to you. The next way is you can come to our studio. 7 times a week we present out of the studio. Night times, lunch times, mornings. You pick a time that's convenient to you. You come here and we will talk to the people that you bring and do the presentation for you. The third way of connecting people to us is through our YouTube channel. It's the core and heart and soul of this business. On our YouTube channel, go to YouTube, search DuePoint. You will find every presentation we've ever done. You can go pick your favorites, and 24 hours a day, no matter where you are, if you're down a mine shaft in the Northern Cape and it's 3 o'clock in the morning, it doesn't matter. You click play, and there we are doing the presentation for you. This is a nationwide business. It means as well that you never have to learn anything more than being able to click play. If somebody says, no, I don't want to hear this whole thing, I want a summary, you click play on the summary. If someone says, I want to understand the products, you go, no problem. Which one or all of them? Click, 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 click. You've got it all at your fingertips. You do not engage in the DuePoint system. As I said, no comparisons, no recommendations, no advice. You don't engage. Your task as a wealth engineer is simply, do you require income? Yes, watch this video. Click. So for those of you here this evening, like I say to most of our audiences, you never have to come back again. The technology is in your hands so that anywhere you are, you can do DuePoint. You don't have to be here. And then we still have a 4th way of connecting people to us, and that is through our live broadcasts. If you don't like pre-recorded because then you don't know it's real, well then watch it live as you guys are right now. On our app and on our website, you click the DuePoint Live button and you are in the room with us live 7 times a week. 7 times a week you are live with us, full HD surround sound. So if you are stuck at work or stuck at home or live in a different province, it doesn't matter. You want to be here live with us every day, you click that button, you show your guests that we're in the room. We don't know of another company today in South Africa that produces the amount of live content we do out of DuePoint every single day, so that you are always connected to the heart of this business, right in the doors with us every single day. Once you've connected people to us, some of those people are going to catch the vision. Not all of them, guys, but some of them that catch the vision are going to become wealth engineers like you. And when they do, we allocate them to you and your channel is born. These folk go out, they connect individuals as well through one of those 4 mediums. Some become wealth engineers, and again, we allocate them to you, and your channel, your team starts expanding and spreading across the country. Now, we as DuePoint come along, not you, we as DuePoint come along, and we facilitate the purchase of our products throughout this channel, and your income is born without you having to sell a thing. Without you having to sell a thing. We were laughing. We do a bit of mystery shopping out of here to ensure that our wealth engineers don't break our code with you, which is you don't sell anything. And we were chatting to one of our guys. He didn't know it was us talking to him. And we said, won't you tell us about the products? Well, he panicked. I don't know anything about the products. You talk to DuePoint. I'm here to make money, not to sell products. It was fantastic. I was extremely proud in that moment. My message is getting through at last. He hasn't had to sell a thing. And yet he has already created a team across the country and is making money. Now, folks, what's very important to note is that this is not a scheme or a scam, and you are certainly not going to get rich quickly at DuePoint. Why? Because it's real. This is a listed, licensed, and regulated insurance company. We are getting audited all the time. We had an auditor in here a couple of weeks ago. We've got an on-site review on the 17th to the 19th of October. We are being watched all the time. So it can only be real what we do here. And you guys know your careers. If any of you ever tried to start your own business, what was the price of success in any of those things? Time. Time was the price. Here, we don't take your money. That's not what we do. We don't take money here, but we're going to take your time. We need your time, and it is over time that we will create wealth for you, and we will create it, our hope is that we will create it for you permanently. Not like one of these things that blows in from China, promises the world, and then disappears with your money. This is permanent, life-changing income that we create here. So we require your time. And for those of you who are willing to put the time and energy and persistence in, you allow us to start that process. And we start, as I said, with the facilitation of the purchase of our products. We've got 4 products here at DuePoint. The first one is our Access Wealth Plan. Our Access Wealth Plan costs 324 Rand a month, and for that you get 2 independent products. The first one is your very own tax-free investment account, and the second one is 120,000 Rands worth of personal accident cover. Now, folks, We come every month and we take 100 Rand, just 100 Rand of your 324, and we put it in your investment account, and you start to build an asset already before you've even started using the system with us. So your actual cost here with this product is 224 Rand a month, because the other 100 is yours every month into your investment account. Our second product is our Wealth Guard product. Our Wealth Guard product is 249 Rand a month, and for 249 Rand a month, you get R1 million worth of personal accident cover. That R1 million is available to any South African, whether they have a medical history or condition, whether they're a high-risk individual, and no matter how old they are, because there are no maximum age limits, no medical examinations or declarations, and no waiting periods. We know that 70% of South Africans are uninsured. We know this. And it is generally because they're too high risk, and so the insurance becomes unaffordable. We have designed a product for everyone. 249 Rand, and they can be in our system, creating wealth for themselves and creating wealth for others through the DuePoint system. Our third product is our Family Wealth Funeral Plan. It also has two products in it. The first of it is funeral cover. It starts at 299 Rand a month, and for that you can get either 20 or 30,000 Rands worth of funeral cover. You can pick between 5 or 10 additional family members as well. The second product is 10,000 Rands worth of outstanding debt cover, which means that when the principal member passes away, instead of us giving them a tent and airtime, we settle 10,000 Rands worth of the debt of the person who passed away, so that you don't have to. We feel in everything that we do that we want to create wealth and freedom, not sort of piddly little stuff that doesn't give real value. We want to change lives with our stuff, even through our products. Now, folks, get to understand our products. Go to our website or to our YouTube channel. Watch the review videos. We've got in-detailed review videos on everything. So if you struggle to read, the video will tell you everything. If you do like reading, all of our product and policy documents are online. You can download them in full before you've even touched a join or apply button, and read them. Understand the products, utilize them to their maximum. Our fourth product is our Wealth Points Buyers Club. It's not an insurance product. For 299 Rand a month, you get to be a member of our club. As a member of our club, we give you access to all of our suppliers, and we've got piles of them. Gives you prices and vouchers and account managers and all sorts of things. We're always adding new ones. We've got another one coming shortly that we're adding to the list that allows you, if you use the product properly, to decrease your expenditure every month. What are the two rules of wealth creation? Increase your earnings, decrease your expenditure. We've created a product that does that for you. It decreases, but you need to watch the training videos so you know how to use them. I can't emphasize this enough. We have created about 4 or 5 videos. I think the shortest one is 3 minutes long, and the longest one is an hour long. Watch all of them, understand them all, and you'll be able to use this product and start decreasing your expenditure every month. All right, so folks, how do we traditionally get you to connect with us? As an insurance company or a bank, we would generally advertise to you. You see all the adverts on TV, billboards, radio stations, you name it. There is an advert somewhere for an insurance or a banking company. Now, how do we pay for that? It costs hundreds of millions a year per company. How do we pay for that? Well, what we do is we make you pay for it. We build it into the price of your products. Your banking fees, your funeral cover, your car insurance, you can bet 30 to 50% of it is paying for next month's adverts every single month. Now here at DuePoint, we don't do that because we do not advertise at all. You are never going to see an advert for DuePoint. That's why you had never heard of us before tonight. Because what do? We use you. You go out and you connect people to us here at DuePoint. And it means that all that money that we would have spent on SABC, DSTV, Prime Media, all that money, we're able to redirect towards you and your channel. This gets us to that position where we're able to start creating that wealth for you. We start with our returns program. Our returns program pays you 27.50 Rand for every product payment in your channel. Every month that those payments are made, multiplied by a factor of where in your channel that payment was made. That sounds very complicated, but it's very easy. You go out, you chat to a few of your friends. Some of them become wealth engineers, pay for their product, and you get 27.50 Rand multiplied by 200%. You introduce them, it's 55 Rand. 55 Rand every month that they pay for that product going forward. All of our products are lifetime products. You can have them forever. Every month that they pay, that 55 Rand comes in. Now we put you back in the controlling seat here. Because you see, if they take 2 products, you get 110 Rand. If they take 3 products, you get 165 Rand. If they take 4 products, you get 220 Rand. Every month that those debit orders raise, you don't have to run back to them and say, please buy another of the same pot from me every month. You don't have to do that. Every month the debit order raises and the income comes in. Now these folk go out, they're going to talk to some of their friends. Some of them will become wealth engineers, and again, you're going to get 27 Rand 50 multiplied by 200%, 55 Rand. 55 Rand again every month for every product. Take a look at this example. I know it's just an example. There's only a handful of people on the screen, and you're already making just under 1,000 Rand a month. And that's about, what, 12,000 Rand a year? It's about 12,000 Rand a year that you're making off of the handful of effort. We were looking today at a couple of our earners. We're just starting to plan ahead. And we've got a guy we're going to be bringing here, hopefully, quite shortly onto stage, who in 90 days, has got over this. He's gone over this in 90 days. And we looked at this and we said, you see, our example is right. It is happening. People who bend their mind to it can do this. It's absolutely amazing. So we were very excited to see that people are using this and moving forward. We don't make you rich. 90 days. 90 days on Facebook, they tell you you have a yacht in the Mediterranean. He will tell you here in 90 days you can get yourself to $1,000. $1,000 a month. In 3 months, you've got 12,000 Rand a year, and you've done it off the back of pretty much nothing. Now, if you can put a little bit more time, a little bit more effort in, your channel will continue to grow. This time, however, we pay you at a diminishing rate from the 3rd point down to the 8th point. But there's no limit to your ability to create income here at DuePoint. From the 8th point on, you always get 4% of 27 Rand 50 for as many points as you build in your channel and you qualify for. How do you qualify to earn at DuePoint? Well, you go and watch the training video on YouTube. It's really short. It's 2 minutes, 57 seconds. The system is so complicated, it took Rob less than 3 minutes to explain it to you. And you will understand once you've watched that video how we have created generational wealth. You can build a channel 30 points big, hand it over to your children. They can build a channel 60 points big. As long as they qualify to earn, they can earn on every product, on every point in their channel. This is not a limiting exercise. We want unlimited potential for our wealth engineers in South Africa. So let's look at that payment of time. I've said the price of wealth here is time. What does that look like? We asked ourselves that question when people said to us, how much can I earn? Well, we said, well, if you're going to earn, you've got to put time in. So what is the time? We took 20 years of data and we calculated what we think are reasonable milestones for somebody who's busy, somebody who doesn't have a lot of time. We called it, built into it what we call a growth rate formula of 3 plus 2. You've got to be growing if you're going to earn here. So you've got to grow to rate 3 plus 2. What does that mean? 3 means in your first month with us, you are responsible for adding just 3 people to your first point. So you've got an entire month to find 3 people. You can see we're very different from the presentations you've been to. I've been to lots of presentations. 20 people a month, 15 people a week. No, 3 people in your first month. You're busy. You've got full-time jobs, etc., etc. 3 people in your first month. Then plus 2 says every month thereafter, you've got to do just 2 people. Just 1 person every 15 days. If you can add 1 person every 15 days to your channel, onto your first point, then over time, we can start showing you what you can expect to earn in the DuePoint system. You've got to be persistent. You can't put 2 people in and then stop. You've got to put 2 people in every month, including Christmas and Easter. Every month you've got to be putting 2, 1 every 15 days. It's not a big ask even for busy people. Now if you can do that over 6 months, we reckon you can reasonably expect to be on about 2,500 Rand a month. See, we're not like Facebook, we're not like Google that told you you'd be rich in 90 days. Haven't you seen that? Oh, look at me standing next to my Range Rover and my Ferrari and I earn 600,000 Rand. No, it doesn't happen. Nobody's earning it. Otherwise, all of us would be there. All of us would have done it already. We'd all be in the Mediterranean on our yachts. The only person who earns money off of those things is the person who put the website up. Okay? Everyone else just loses. Here we tell you, we build real, genuine, lifetime wealth, and it's going to take you time. If you only put 1 person in every 15 days, then after 6 months, you'll be on 2,500 Rand a month. Now, that is 30,000 Rand a year that you have created out of nothing with no cost and no risk. But you just put time in consistently over 6 months. Now, if you can put another 6 months in, that will grow reasonably to about 9,000 to 10,000 Rand a month. So who can do a year with us? Who is willing to take a year and 1 person every 2 weeks? If you are willing to do it, if you put the time in and you're consistent, you can reasonably expect to be on 120,000 Rand a year with us here at DuePoint. Now, we've been around a number of years. We've got plenty of people who have done this. If you want examples, I can show you examples. Our mathematics has been proven. It is now up to you to prove it to yourself whether you are willing and able to put the time in. We have a problem, you see. At around about 90 days, where Google and Facebook promised you you'd be getting your yacht and your Ferrari, you're on about $1,000 a month, and you say to me, Brendan, this doesn't work. Why doesn't it work? Well, because the first 20 people you put in, only 2 did anything. And you go, but no, well, the other 18 did nothing. This is never going to work. Ladies and gentlemen, I didn't ask you, and when we said to your responsibility is connecting people to us, I did not say your responsibility was to ensure that they pay, that they duplicate, that they come to the office, that they do what you do. That's not what I asked you to do. At DuePoint, we ask you to do one thing. Just keep connecting people. It does not matter what they do. This is an exercise in mathematics. The longer you do this for, the more likely the maths will start working for you. We've seen it repeatedly at DuePoint. You keep connecting people, and ultimately you find the people who catch the vision and start growing your wealth for you. I can assure you, in your first 90 days, you are not going to be shooting the lights out on 100,000 Rand a month. You are not. And neither would you at any one of the other things that advertisers you would. It just doesn't happen. But here we will create for you reality through truth. But if you can do it for a year, 9,000 to 10,000 Rand a month. If you can do it for 2 years, you're up to 27,000 to 30,000 Rand a month. 27,000 to 30,000 Rand puts you in the top 30% in the country. If you can do 3 years with us, you're up to 40,000 to 45,000 Rand a month. If you can do 4 years with us, that'll rise to 60,000 to 65,000 Rand a month. And if you can do half a decade with us, guys, and you need to stomach that. It's not 5 months, it's not 5 weeks or 5 days, it's 5 years. If you can do 5 years with us, you can expect reasonably to be on about 80,000 to 100,000 Rand a month. That's R1 million a year and puts you in the top 0.5% of earners in the country. But you had to put 5 years in. Now, people often say to me, Brendan, but that's too much. It's too long. I can't do 5 years. Everyone's promising me quicker. And I say to them, well, how long has it taken you to get to 100,000 Rand a month in your career? How many years? You haven't got there yet. Oh, what a surprise. Okay. Because otherwise, more than 0.5% in South Africa would be earning that much. Okay. There is no other opportunity that we know of in South Africa today that legitimately gives you the opportunity to create this level of wealth. But you will pay the price of time. You don't need to worry about the people the people in your channel do. That's not important. What's important is you have to keep connecting people consistently over 5 years with us. If you can do that, everything changes. And it doesn't change for 5 minutes while you're selling the pots. It changes permanently because our debit orders raise automatically and our products are potentially for life. All right, great. So, have people done this? For sure. Every month we put a handful of people on stage. We had a particular theme each month, and we pick people who are doing well and people who are doing badly. We show you the whole spectrum. We don't hide anything here at DuePoint. This is not a big marketing show. This month, we had Renee and Henny up. They live up here in Gauteng. They've been with us for 6 months. First 6 months, hugely skeptical. Renee was in it to win it. Henny said, this is one of those things. Going to lose money. Watch, it'll be gone in 5 minutes. 2 or 3 months down, when the in-contact messages started coming through each month with the cash, because we're real, we're on time, and we're there every month, he started going, hang on, this looks a little different from everything else I've seen. And he started chipping in. So over the last few weeks, they've created a channel that's now worth about 1,600 Rand a month. 90 days. 90 days, I reckon, and they're on 1,600 bucks. 180 days to buy a bit of belief in our system. You know, when you haven't quit your job and you've built this on the side, it's lovely to get a little money coming in SMS instead of a money going out SMS every month. It's just lovely. We don't have to give you millions and millions to change your life. Just a little bit starts changing your life. We then have been following the theme this month of Road to Rank 9. You'll understand what Rank 9 is by the end of the evening. But effectively, you have to have 1,000 paid products in your channel to be a Rank 9 at DuePoint. Now, at Rank 9, you get to go away with us every year on a trip. And we're leaving on the 8th of December for our Rank 9 conference in Mauritius this year. 5-star Super Deluxe. So we pulled a couple of Rank 9s onto stage this month. They're Rank 9 and beyond. And we asked them, what was their journey like to Rank 9? How did they get there? At Rank 9, you're earning about 20,000 to 30,000 Rand a month. Okay, we have an hour presentation, so we can only put 2 of them up. But we pulled up Donnie. Donnie's been with us for a while. It took him 16 months to get to Rank 9. 16 months to get to 1,217 products. Okay, and made him Rank 9. He was earning 20,000 to 30,000 Rand a month, and he was on his way to Rank 9 with us. And he said, well, I started by introducing one person. That's all he did. In his entire first month with us, he introduced one person. He now has, at that point, 1,217 products. But he started by just introducing one person. He just got going. One person his first month. That gave him a bit of belief. Then he went out and he averaged from then to 16 months, 5 people a month. That's one person a week. He just connected one person a week successfully to his DuePoint channel every week for 16 months. Okay? Can you do one person a week? All right, for those of you watching, why aren't you doing it? Everybody's always like, one person a week, no problem. Easy. And then I see you like a month later with one person, another month later. No, Donnie got serious. One person a week is what he averaged for 16 months. Now, that's a lot of people. You times 5 times 16, that's a lot of people. Out of all of those people, he found 13. 13 who got it. 13 who went, I know what I'm doing, and built his channel. And those 13 put 1,200 people in. Can you find 13 people? Can you find 13 people? You've got to go through 60 or 70, but can you find 13 that will change your life forever? We then put Patrick and Pumi up on the stage with us that evening, and we said, okay, well, you got to rank 9 in 11 months, so well beyond this now. And I said, you got there in 11 months. That's absolutely amazing. 1,387 products in their 11th month. How did you get there? Well, they were a little bit more serious. They took off in the beginning, 14 people in their first month. That's pretty serious. That's 1 every 2 days, okay? 1 every 2, they were pretty serious, but then they couldn't keep that pace up because that's a bit crazy. They slowed to 8 people a month on average. Now, 8 people a month sounds like a lot when I said Donnie did 1 in his first month, but it's 2 people a week. It's 2 people a week. Instead of doing 1 like Donnie, they did 2, and instead of getting there in 16 months, they got there in 11 months. You know, how you build your wealth at DuePoint is in your hands. How much time are you willing to put in? How much time? They're on over 11,000 products now through their channel. And all they've done is just keep adding 2 people a week, 2 people a week. The maths works. If you want to hear about people not paying, lapsing, falling off, telling them they're idiots, go and talk to Patrick Pumi. She's got probably 20,000 people, she can tell you, who've given them that. She doesn't care. Her job is to just keep adding, 2 people a week, 2 people a week. And in fact, last month you averaged 12.5 people. 12.5 people averaged the last 3 months. Sorry, last 3 months have averaged 12.5 people in a month. So I mean, the motivation has increased. The motivation has increased. When you see success, you suddenly get more motivated to do it. So, you know, the whole spectrum. 6 months to get to 1,000 Rand a month, 16 months to get to 20 to 30,000 Rand, or 11 months to get to 20 to 30. You choose where on the spectrum you want to be. Go to our YouTube channel, watch all the other testimonies. We've got over 100 now that you can go and watch people earning hundreds of rands, thousands of rands, tens of thousands of rands, over 100,000 Rand. You can find them all there. Go and read their stories and decide where you fit in this. How much time, how much energy you're willing to commit to creating wealth for yourself here at DuePoint. And so, ladies and gentlemen, that is DuePoint. Top to bottom. Everything you need to know, I've just told you. You can go do all the research you like. I'd encourage you to do it. Understand our products, understand our people and our process and our licenses. But I've told you what you need to know to make a decision this evening about whether you want to become a wealth engineer or not. If you want to, go to our website. Click on, it's DuePoint.net is the website address. Click on apply or join. Fill out the form. It's now super fast. This week we launched a new application form, and you can now get through it in about 10 seconds. Fill out the application form. No money parting from your hands. And you are a wealth engineer this evening. And you can start creating wealth right now this evening. If you're serious, get the tools. They don't make us money, they make you money. If you're struggling with the cost of data, no excuse. Go and get the USB stick. If your phones keep dying and everything is done on your phone here at DuePoint, get the backup battery. If you struggle to connect people, order the business cards. We have everything. Pens, caps, iPad covers, notebooks, notepads, everything you need to start the conversation we have here. You can buy them at our counter, the prices are on the counter, or you can order them at customer service and we'll have them delivered to you. So just get what you need to get started here. Folks, we're live on Facebook. Let me just check something. Have we still got that there? Yes, we do. All right, we're live on Facebook, ladies and gentlemen, at the moment. Every day we put up content. You want to be there with us. We run competitions there. We show you what's happening inside our business. Everything that we do is on Facebook. Please go there and follow us and love us. Don't like us. You like pages that sell shoes. We create lifetime wealth. You love that page, okay? You hold the like button down, you change it to love, and you follow us that way. That's why you are connected with us. Folks, please don't tell me you're not on Facebook. Some people say to me, I don't want to be on Facebook because of all the, the crime and all of that. Make a fake account, guys. Make a fake account. You don't have to post anything. Make a fake account just so you can follow us and know what we're doing here at DuePoint. We want you in contact with us. We're on YouTube. It's the core of our business. It's the heart. It's where our content is. Please go and subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's free to subscribe. subscribe, click the button subscribe, and you'll know every time we go live every day. Your phone will ping. And then, folks, download our free app. Please, our free app. You'll see how often I'm using the word free tonight, okay? This is not a money-grabbing exercise. It is a wealth creation exercise. Download the app wherever you are this evening. It is how you do this business. You can't do it without it. Stick the app on your phone, and you are live in your channel in real time. Your policy documents and personal details are there, and all your trainings there. Bottom right-hand corner, tools button is your training. Watch it from top to bottom so that you know how this business works. It's all video content. So easy for you to learn how to do this business. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as I said, we released a brand new application form this week. We've been ironing the bugs out. We reckon we're 99.9% of the way through. It's working on every single phone except for these very strange ones. We have had some very strange call-ins. You know, I have a Q545XYZ, and we're like, I have never heard of that phone before in my life. Yes, well, don't worry. By the end of today, it was working on that phone. It will work on every phone in South Africa by Monday. We have a 7-day rule here. We launch a piece of technology, within 7 days, it's 100%. Okay? But what we do need you to do is we do need you to keep looking every day for updates, because as we iron out these little kinks, little funny phones and stuff, we do updates every day. So every day, go onto the App Store, update your app. Update it just for this week. By next week, it'll be solid. This new app is amazing. We've got a couple of pictures for you here. If you are struggling to use the app still, remember, go directly to our website. Our website will always work for you. Just on your phone, use Chrome or Google and go there, DuePoint.net, and you'll be able to fill the form out there. That was our old application form. This is our new one. So much better, so much faster. Get stuck in and start using it. Folks, we know that you may not necessarily know how to do this, so we teach you from beginner to expert here at DuePoint through our XP Rewards program. It takes you through a series of steps and programs as we train you to do this business, and as you complete them, we reward you with experience points, XP points. They are a measure of your maturity and experience here with us, and they are not worth rands and cents, but as you accumulate them, naturally your channel is going to start growing, and when you meet the two criteria of experience and channel size, we start to rank you up. And when we rank you up, we reward you. In the beginning, it's with a little bit of cash. You can get it quite quickly if you put your heads down and get through it. And as you get a little bit more experience, a little bit more serious, well, so does the cash start getting more serious that we reward you with for doing the training. Now, folks, as we get to about rank 5, we start to reward you with tools. Tools that we're going to help you grow your channels faster. At rank 5, it's an imported Lightning memory stick from the US. It's got everything on it you're going to need. Testimonies, presentations, downloads, tools. You plug it in and you're connecting people to DuePoint. At rank 7, we give you a 12,500 Rand set of gold-gilded, imported, custom-made business cards for you. This is gold. It's not ink, guys. It's a nightmare to have produced. It takes 6 to 8 weeks. We have to go to 2 printers overseas and a local guy, some old guy, and he chews the gold onto the cards or something. I don't know, but it takes forever. But it is incredible, the set of cards we give you. It's the finest set in the country. And you've now got a tool that when you put in the hands of somebody, they're going to ask you the question, who's DuePoint or what do you do? It is a connection tool, and you get it at rank 7. At rank 9, like I said, 1,000 paid product owners in your channel. We take you and your family away every year for the rest of your life, as long as you maintain that channel size with us. 5-star, business class, all expenses paid. You don't qualify and have to pay for the airport taxes or the air tickets or the transfer. We've got people all over the country that are ranked 9. We fly them up to Joburg so that we can fly out of Joburg together. We've put them in hotels overnight. You don't pay anything to come on these trips. Are you going to get there in 5 minutes? No. Rank 9 is a long way from where you guys are. Where are all you guys tonight? You're at rank 0. All right, rank 0. And if you do 2 people a month, remember 3 plus 2, 2 people, 2 people, 2, it's going to take you 19 months. To get to rank 9. 19 months. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. Why? Because it's a get-rich-permanently scheme. Okay? Getting rich permanently takes time. 19 months at adding 1 person every week. Okay? Every 2 weeks, every 15 days. But if you do it a little bit quicker, like 1 person a week, like Donnie did, it takes you 16 months. If you do 2 people a week, like Patrick and Pumi did, well, it takes you 11 months. You see, the average is 11, though. So you choose. What's the record to rank 9? 5 months. 5 months is our record to rank 9. You decide what you're going to do with this tool. And if you do it, and you do it persistently, when you hit rank 9, everyone who does, this is not a competition, over any time frame, your December holidays look a bit like this.
belong to the ocean sun where no one can see. You stand, don't let the dark embrace. Cower the dreams you chase under the rust and blood. Don't let yourself give up.
Alrighty, this time of year that beach is very attractive. It's calling. I'll be there. The question is whether you'll be there. Look, it's unlikely in the next 90 days. It'll be tough for you to get there this time, but we are going next year. We're already planning it. We went last year. We go every year. See, I showed you real footage there. I didn't have to show you internet footage. We go. We go every year. We're going to go. 8th of December, we get in on the planes with our rank 9s again for the next one. Whether you're determined to change your life or not is in your hands. Whether you're determined to do it or whether you want to get rich quickly, well, that's a different question. Here at DuePoint, we want to get you there, and we want to get you there permanently. So we need you to put the work in. And for those of you who do and get to rank 9, this is one of the rewards that you get. If you can push beyond it, go to rank 10 and 11. At rank 11, we give you your very own car. It's not branded and it's not financed through us. You don't rent it from us, and we don't give it to you and then take it away. It's your car, and we hope that you will use it to build freedom here with us at DuePoint. Folks, over the next 100 days or so, we are doing a roadshow around the country. We're going to be visiting 5 cities. We're starting with Durban on the 29th of September. The bookings are open already. There's limited seats naturally at all the venues. Please go onto your app, click events, and book your seats in the correct event. Please read it. We've got other events on the morning of the 29th. Don't book in the wrong event. Book in the right one. And start booking for the others too. We're going to Port Elizabeth after that, Bloemfontein, Nelspruit, Cape Town. Make sure you've booked for all of them so that you don't lose out. This is an opportunity for creating wealth and channels across the country. It's going to be a great conference. We're going to showcase DuePoint. It's going to be awesome. It's for wealth engineers and new wealth engineers. There won't be an intro presentation, but it'll be good enough for new people to come along and really get a taste for DuePoint on that day. So please book your tickets right now before they run out and start planning. You've got a month still just about to plan for Durban and more for the others. Start planning. Let's make those absolutely spectacular events. Ladies and gentlemen, you can see that we are rather serious and incredibly dedicated to what we are doing here at DuePoint. This is not one of those things. This is what we believe one of the only, if not the only, economically viable solution for the average South African today to make permanent wealth and permanent change for themselves. If you've got questions or concerns today, that's completely natural. Come and ask the questions. Wherever you are, ask the questions or call into customer services during the day and we'll answer your questions. We had to when we developed DuePoint ourselves. But what we don't want people doing is walking away from here without this tool in their hands. Pick it up, do the work, and change your lives permanently with us. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to see you all outside, and thanks for all of you who've tuned in live tonight.